What's up, it's Keith Kalfas. I'm gonna go over real quick how to start a landscape business with absolutely nothing, with no money, okay? And this is the frame I'm gonna give to you first. You ever see these companies with trucks and trailers and all this equipment going by, and you're like, how the hell did that guy, that company owner, get all that shit? I can't even make enough money to pay my bills. This is how he did it. Oh, he started out with 100 grand, or he was lucky, or he got a loan, or he got a lawsuit. No, bullshit. Most of those guys started with nothing. I'll tell you how I did it. If you haven't seen my other videos, you can watch them, but I'm telling you again right now. I started out in the back of my wife's car with nothing but a little $80 pair of electric shrub trimmers from Home Depot, an electrical cord that I borrowed from somebody, a wheelbarrow that I borrowed from somebody, a rake and a tarp that I borrowed from somebody. I went out and I did a landscape job. The money I got from that, I did not pay my bills. We were getting an eviction notice. I took that money, went to Home Depot, and I bought a rake, a tarp, and a wheelbarrow, okay? Then I went out and I did another job. All I was able to do was pull weeds and trim shrubs because I had my hands. I bought a bucket for $2.50 from Home Depot, and I started pulling weeds. I took that money and I bought a $650 piece of shit rusted out pickup truck off Craigslist, okay? Now I had a piece of shit rusted out pickup truck off Craigslist with a wheelbarrow, a tarp, no blower. I went and bought a broom for 12 bucks, and I was raking up, looking like an idiot, putting jobs on Craigslist. And then I took the money from that, and I bought a shitty backpack blower from the pawn shop for 125 bucks. Now I had a backpack blower and a rake, a tarp, a wheelbarrow. It's like 4 calling birds, 3 French. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to me. So I kept doing that, going out every single day after work, landscaping, not paying my bills, taking that money, reinvesting into my company, and then I went out and I bought a chainsaw, okay? Then when I finally had the money, I went to the pawn shop again, and I bought a pair of shrub trimmers, and then I bought a pair of loppers and a pair of hand pruners, and one tool at a time. Remember, I only bought those tools when I was pulling up to the job that I needed that tool. I didn't just walk in Home Depot, oh, I need that, I'm gonna get that tool. No, you never buy the tool until you need it right then and there. I'm still doing that, and I have fucking 30 grand in equipment, with 2 trailers filled with equipment, and a storage unit filled with equipment. But little by little, one piece at a time, you start building more and more and more tools, and then literally 3-4 months goes by, and you look, and you're like, oh my god, look at all these tools I have. It got to the point where the back of my piece of shit rusty pickup truck had so many tools in it, they were filled up to the ceiling, and when I hit the brakes, they would fall all over me, and it was embarrassing. You couldn't even see out the windows, I had so many tools, it was crazy, right? Then finally I saved up enough money and borrowed a couple bucks, and I bought a piece of shit little enclosed trailer, okay? I got that hooked up, and then I put all my tools in that, and then I bought hooks and everything and put it on there. Little by little, you gotta run your ass off nonstop from the second you wake up to the second you go to bed. You have to run for your life and acquire and keep acquiring. And when does it end? It never ends, okay? It never ever ends until all your bills are paid, you got money saved up, money in the bank, and you have so much fucking money that you can go, take a quick break, and then get back to work and keep building. So, I mean, just think about this. If you work for somebody and you have a job, I don't care how good your job is, all the time and effort you put into that business and all the value you add to that company and that company's owner, if you ever leave, quit, or get fired, what happens? You are left with nothing. And that company gets to keep all the success that you brought them. Now you're left with nothing. They're like, thanks, sorry about your luck. If you have your own business, if one of my clients quits me or fires me, I got 158, 180 more clients, and I can go replace it with 5 more clients. There is no security in a job. A job is just over broke. You don't need a job. If you want to start a landscape company and get off the ground, there's more security in having tons of clients. So, I'm only telling you about the good stuff, but I mean, just listen to what I said and really think about that. If you're afraid to start a business, you don't have to be. There's way more security on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side, so don't be afraid to go out and get it done. I know I'm being repetitive right here, so I'll be getting into the nuts and bolts, but I can't do that right now because I'm stuck doing this. Same thing you're doing. Alright, go get it done. Goodbye. Landscape quotes, and I'm doing a $5,500 quote right now. Well, I'm part of the CSA contractor group with Tom Reber from Motorhard and Steve Schinholzer, and basically
they're saying that you have to take the price of all your labor costs and everything, and the entire cost for a job, if you do like a landscape job, and you gotta times it by 2. So if you times it by 2, that's what you should be sending the customer as an estimate and invoicing them as, not what you would normally do it. So let's just say if the job cost you $3,800 total overhead, gas costs, labor, insurance, taxes, materials, you know, that you should actually be charging $7,600 to do that job. So you have a 50% gross profit margin. And I learned this from them. So I do all the math of what I normally do, and I even marked it up a bit in this customer's project. If you want to know what the project is, it's to we're kind of like revamping an entire landscape for a customer. All the garden beds and shrubs and trees, we're trimming the whole property, pulling all the weeds, but we're also removing all the mulch and grading down the garden beds in order to now install weed barrier fabric about 300 feet and install weed barrier pins, and then put down about 5 tons, I said 6 just to be safe, you know, don't cover my ass, 5 tons of decorative stone. It's a gray slate tone. I usually charge $360 per ton installed, but I, you know, triple the price of whatever the materials is. The stone was actually a little bit cheaper. I passed that discount to the customer, but I went through every single thing, and this quote I'm about to send to this customer is so long, it came out to like $5,600. I said, even though that seems like a lot, and I'd be making like, you know, say $2,500 off this job, I didn't miss a thing. According to their 50% gross profit margin rule, I should be literally charging, because it cost me $3,800, I should be charging $7,600 for the job, not $5,500. So that's a 55, 65, 75, that's a $2,100 markup. Beyond what I was gonna charge. $2,100. And you think on a customer, like, you're gonna charge them an extra $2,100? Yes. Or, and they say, they taught me, or you can't do the job, period. So you're literally doubling your revenue. You're doubling your revenue just by using these strategies. Now, here's one thing. I'll tell you a quick story to back this up, because I know you got a lot of questions. Several years ago, there's in Rochester Hills, Michigan, very nice area, there's something called the Russian, and I kind of got in with them, and I was doing landscaping for their city, subdivision garden beds and things like that. I was like, yes, I can name my price. Well, they wanted to revamp all the beds in landscape beds. I hope you can hear me, it's pretty loud around here downtown. But they wanted to revamp all the landscape beds in their whole community. And I gave them a price of like, it was like $5,000 or something. The time I finally sent them the quote, I was so nervous it was over like $5,000. They didn't take my quote, and I was cool with the association president, and I said, why did you guys not take my quote when I was like probably one of the lowest price guys? This is when I first got started. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. He said, Keith, the reason we didn't take your estimate into consideration is because your price was not even half the price, so much lower than everybody else's that we didn't even trust you. The other jobs came in, the lowest one was like $8,500, $11,500, $14,500, and $17,000 to $18,000 for this landscape job, and yours was like $5,000. And I didn't even know what the hell I was doing, and I probably would have done almost as good of a job as these other, people. So, okay, so you got that. Now the next thing is, how are you gonna even raise your prices if you don't have customers? Well, now you gotta learn marketing. Now you gotta learn, it all happens at once. It all grows together, because if you understand marketing and advertising, and you know how to drive deep in your customer base, referrals, and you can really drum up a lot more work. You're passing out door hangers and flyers and shaking hands and passing out business cards. You're getting into email marketing, and every time you do a job for a customer, you come across with somebody who knows what they're doing, they're going to refer you to other people. Because to back that up, I came from the paradigm that there is no work out here, It's scarcity, the scarcity mindset or the scarcity mentality. Look at that view. That's sweet. So the scarcity mindset says that there's not enough work, there's not enough money, there's not enough customers, how come my phone isn't ringing? But the abundance mindset says, oh my God, there's so much work out here, I can't even do it all. I could run 10 crews and still there's not enough work, not enough production capability to do the work. And it's true. But it's really what's true is what's going on inside of your head for you, and that becomes true in your life, and you manifest that all around you. If you believe that there's not enough, there will not be enough. But really, if you look around, abundance is everywhere and in everything. I mean, there's billions of dollars floating around, and there's so much work that needs to be done everywhere. And here's another thing I learned. 99% of people are not getting it. 99% of people are not motivated and don't have their shit together. So if you at least show that you even have a purpose and a mission and that you got it together, then you're gonna instantly start attracting, you know, people. You become so valuable, like at the snap of a finger. You become 100 times more valuable than the mass of people, because now you're somebody who follows through. Yeah, I'm going to this Thai place. I ordered pad pad, like all vegetarian with tom yum soup. But dude, it's all about this paradigm. It's all about this mind shift. It's like I can't get over it. And it's really walk a mile, see a mile. So I'm gonna very confidently give a quote at $7,600, and let them talk me down to the lowest point would be, we'll say, how much do I want to make? It's gonna take 5 days. I want to make $1,000 a day. Look at this, man. Look at this sweet Thai restaurant. This place is so nice. I see here like a bouse. Dude, look at this. If you've never had Thai food, this is called tom yum soup. Oh my God, oh my God. Alright, look at this. It's called pad pad with tofu. Oh my God. I just devoured this soup, and I freaking had to go in the bathroom and blow my nose. My whole face is watering. I love spicy food. Oh my God. This shit's so hot, dude. I'm sitting here blowing my nose every second. It's like the burn is like heaven. 21 bucks. Damn, son. This is actually pretty nice. That Thai food, man. But so the way I like break down a quote, right, is I average out about $250 a day for labor for 2 guys. One gets 11 an hour, the other one gets 13 an hour. $250 a day. Then I take out an extra 100 a day for, you know, taxes and insurance and stupid bullshit. I just count the business as a $10 an hour employee, right? And the reason I do that is because look at that bird, man. Whoa, what the fuck? This bird's like dive bombing my head. Look at this. Is he literally trying to shit on me? What the fuck? This motherfucker's gonna shit on me. What am I doing? I don't want to get shit on. That motherfucker is viciously coming after me. He just shit all over me. Fucking A right. Dude, he fucking shit on me. Fucker. Obviously there's a nest. Oh, this is pretty nice. Yes, son. I didn't know that Milwaukee was like this. I'm on the phone with the wife of China. I'm like, it's no different than Detroit. But I didn't see this. See that? Look at that. I feel like singing just for the hell of it. I'm gonna sing a song by Craig David called Rise and Fall. If you never heard it, it's an awesome song. It's what they call the rise and fall. I always said that I was gonna make it. Now it's plain for everyone to see. But this game I'm in don't take no prisoners, just casualties. I know that everything is gonna change, even the friends I knew before me go.